evening and thank you for joining us on African Free Press Television. My name is Bridget Okudili with the news updates. A federal high court in Abuja has granted bail to the spokesperson of the People's Democratic Party (PDP), Olisa Metu, on a condition that he pays 400 million naira as bond. Mr. Metu is to also submit his international passport and must provide two sureties with 200 million naira each. The sureties must have properties in Maitama district of Abuja. The PDP spokesperson was taken to court on Tuesday in handcuffs. He is accused of receiving 400 million naira from an arms money diverted by the Office of the National Security Advisor. Mr. Metu has been in the custody of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) for about 2 weeks. Angry reactions have started trailing the suspension of over 3,000 workers in the 19 Imo State government parastatals, agencies and departments. Some of the establishments visited by newsmen yesterday look like graveyards as some of the workers affected by the suspension order were seen in groups bemoaning their predicaments. And meanwhile, organized labor in Imo State had directed Imo workers in the 19 parastatals, agencies and departments affected by the recent suspension order by the state government to report to their places of work and close at the approved time. The directive, which was signed by the labor leaders in the state, including the state chairman and secretary of Nigerian Labour Congress, NLC, Mr. Austin Chilakpu, and Kenneth Onwamedo, respectively, followed a government order sacking over 3,000 workers on its payroll. The first Lassa fever case has been confirmed in Ekiti and Delta states of Nigeria. In Ekiti State, the Commissioner for Health, Dr. Oluratimi Ojo, who confirmed the case, said the patient, an 18-year-old female student of the School of Nursing at the Federal Teaching Hospital in Ado-Ekiti, is currently on admission at the hospital and in stable condition. While similarly, the Delta State government confirmed its first case of the rodent disease. The patient is a 65-year-old woman from Ifo-Gwari village in Amelumu local government area in Anambra State. According to reports, the patient is presently being treated at the Federal Medical Center in Asaba, the capital of Delta State. Residents in the affected states have been advised to maintain high levels of personal and environmental hygiene to forestall the spread of the disease. And the Director General of National Broadcasting Commission (NBC), Mr. Emeka Mba, who was arrested and detained by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) since last week, has been granted bail. Mba, who was arrested penultimate Monday, is being investigated for failing to remit 15 billion naira of the Commission's fund to the Treasury single account with the Central Bank of Nigeria. A source revealed to reporters that the embattled DG was released yesterday. According to the source, Mba was granted administrative bail but on strenuous conditions last Wednesday, 2 days after he was arrested, but was unable to fulfill the bail conditions. A familiar source who confided in journalists said family and friends of the DG waited at the EFCC headquarters with the hope of securing his release. According to the source, a prominent member of the All Progressive Congress (APC) had waded into the matter and mounted pressure on the acting chairman of the Anti-Graft Commission, Ibrahim Magu, to authorize Mba's release from detention. President Muhammad Buhari has appointed Mohammed Abdallah as the new Chairman Chief Executive Officer of the National Drugs Law Enforcement Agency (NDLEA). The Secretary to Government of the Federation, Bachar Lawal, made the announcement on Monday through a statement signed by Bolaji Adebiyi, Director of Press, SDF Office. According to the statement, the appointment, which takes effect from January 11, will be for the first tenure of 5 years. Mr. Abdallah, a retired Lieutenant Colonel in the Nigerian Army, has a certificate of education from Nigeria Defense Academy in 1977, a bachelor's degree in American politics and government from Sam Houston State University, Huntsville, Texas, USA, in 1989, an MA Public Administration, LLB and LLM degrees from Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria, 2005 and 2011 respectively, and Bachelor of Law from the Nigerian Law School in 2006. The statement noted that Mr. Abdallah is a professional security officer whose public service career spanned over 30 years, during which he served in various capacities and strategic positions in the military. Born on November 13, 1954, the new NDLEA boss is from Hong Adamawa State. He replaces Amadou Giadi, who retired from the agency last November. 4 worshippers were killed in a suicide bombing at a mosque in the northern Cameroon on Monday, a security source said. 5 days after a similar attack left 12 people dead. Monday's blast hit the village of Ngwachu in Cameroon's far north region, in an area near the border with Nigeria regularly targeted by Boko Haram jihadists. A source close to regional authorities confirmed that a deadly attack had taken place in Ngwachu, but was unable to provide details. The security source said the attack took place around 6 a.m. GMT, just as morning prayers were ending. It is the second most deadly blast to hit the far north in less than a week, following a bombing at a mosque in Kolfata district during morning prayers last Wednesday. And meanwhile, on the foreign scene, Germany is planning measures to expedite the deportation of rejected asylum seekers from Algeria and Morocco, including placing them in special expulsion centers, officials said Sunday. The proposal came after a sharp rise in new arrivals from the two countries and public outrage over a rash of attacks on women on New Year's Eve in the western city of Cologne, blame on North African and Arab migrants. Welt am Sonntag newspaper reported that Chancellor Angela Merkel and Bavarian state leader Horst Seehofer had agreed that Algerian and Morocco asylum seekers should no longer be put in shelters throughout the country. Instead, they will be housed in existing expulsion facilities in Bavaria until their claims have been heard, similar to the practice currently used for applicants from Balkan countries who are unlikely to be granted asylum. Vice-Chancellor Sigmar Gabriel noted Sunday that this option could be applied more widely. Germany has said it wants to free up resources to help people fleeing war-ravaged countries such as Syria, who made up about 40% of the nearly 1.1 people who arrived last year. Albania, Bosnia, Kosovo, Macedonia, Montenegro, and Serbia have all been declared safe countries of origin by Germany, meaning their citizens have very little chance of gaining refugee status. For more stories, please log on to our website at www.africanfreepress.com, like our Facebook page at African Free Press, follow us on Twitter at African Free Press. Don't forget to join in our discussions at African Free Press Forum and subscribe to our YouTube channel at African Free Press. My name is Bridget Okudili. Do have a good night.